Hello and welcome to another video from My Random Hobbies, and today we're going to be looking at 3 new Funko Pops for my collection. So let's get into it. Okay, it's been a little while since I've done a Funko Pop video, and the reason for that is because obviously I've been focusing on changing careers. And if you haven't seen any of my videos about that, then please do go and watch those. But also, as I mentioned in a really early on video, I think, regarding collections, I collect things that I want, that I like, that have a sort of connection with films, etc. And I'm not going to just buy things for the sake of buying them. So generally speaking, a bit like my Hot Wheels collections and other things slow down after a while, because you sort of go, well, I've got all the things I particularly want, and then until something else comes out, or until you see something that perhaps you weren't aware of, then it stays as it is. But I do have 3 Funko Pops. One of them was gifted to me, actually, as I was leaving my previous job, which I thought was really nice, a real nice touch. So someone knew a little bit about me and what I liked. And the other 2 were ones that I've sort of wanted for a while or kept an eye on, and you know, I finally bit the bullet. So the first one I'm going to show you is actually one of the key rings, and you'll know that I've got a few of the little key rings up the top there. You can't really see them because the light's sort of shining on them, so I don't suppose there we go, you can sort of see them. But this one is a Stormtrooper. Now, I actually bought this one with the intention of using it as a keyring. I just think Stormtroopers are cool. I don't know why. I think from all of the sort of characters in various films, the Stormtrooper for me is one of the sort of cooler characters. So here it is. I'm sort of taking it out of the box, and when you get these, they come with a keyring bit down the back, usually, and then obviously you can take him out there, and really quite small, but the detail still is really cool. I mean, you can see he's got his blaster there, the sort of the blue markings on the side of the helmet. It's just a cool little keyring. So I think I will be using that on a set of keys at some point, possibly my new work keys with my van. But I just think, you know, it's cool. Who doesn't love a Stormtrooper? Who doesn't love Star Wars? Well, I say who doesn't. I'm sure there are plenty of people out there who don't, but it's just a cool thing. And actually, I've been keeping an eye on that. The price was about right for me. They've been up and down, and this one came in at £4, so I was quite pleased with that. So the next one we'll look at is the one I was gifted. And again, something actually I've looked at a number of times, because Coca-Cola is just a cool brand anyway, and so having a sort of Funko Pop linked to a brand such as Coca-Cola really sort of appealed to me. And the idea of this little bear holding a bottle of Coke and stuff, it's just a nice thing. So let's open it up. There are a number of advertising Funko Pops, and again, some of them you think, yeah, that's quite good, like Tony the Tiger, but that went stupid crazy and people were making fakes of them and things like that. It's one of the reasons why when I was looking to get a toy truck, I ended up getting this one, because it's Tony the Tiger. And actually it reminds you again, or reminds me again, of my youth. The sort of cereals and things, the adverts that were out there. So yeah, but here's the bear. And again, as with all Funko Pops, the packaging is sort of designed so you can take it out, and you can also then re-put it back in the packaging and put it back in the box. It's got a slightly opposable movable head. Well, it's not slightly, it does rotate all the way around as it happens. But again, the detailing on this, I mean, the bear itself is fairly plain, but then you look at the little bottle that he's got hold of, and again, it's really difficult to get the detail with the setup that I've got, but we'll try get it to focus a little bit. But you can see it's just a nice thing, and I do think that sort of branding products is a smart move for some companies if they're able to do that, because again it appeals to a wider market. So this sort of Funko Pop, I was hoping the legs would move, but they don't. That's just going to have to sit there like that. But it's a great little product, and again something I have been looking out for, and I'm obviously quite fortunate that someone decided that this was the one they were going to pick up for me, without knowing obviously that I was looking for one. So that's really cool. So that one can go back in its box as well. And again, what I like about Funko is that they do slide back into their box if you want to keep them, so it's easier to keep actually and store on the shelf. So that's that one, which brings us to the final one. Now this one, I did and ah about getting this, and there are variations on this one, as there are with many of the Funko products. They make one from a particular, say, movie, and then they'll make a variety of them that either have chase varieties, or they're just in different poses or doing something different. This is a movie that, again, many people, certainly my age, a little bit older, will remember with either fond memories or sheer terror, and that's from the film Alien. And again, just a great sort of film series. And for those of you who watched the previous video, you'll know Predator is another sort of film from that era, and indeed they sort of combined the two in a film as well. And I know for those comic book enthusiasts out there, you'll know that Predator and Alien have combined in comic books as well. So let's open this one up again, because it's a cool pop. The only sort of slight disappointment, I don't know if you can see that, is there's some marks on the front of the packaging, on the front of the plastic, and it looks like they may sort of correspond with where the teeth are on the sort of figure that's popping out of the alien's mouth. So perhaps it's been sort of squashed or moved in transit. But here we've got the alien, and for those of you who are fans of the film, you'll know that this sort of little bitey thing comes out of their mouth as well. So quite cool. And again, as I'm turning it around, the detailing is really quite nice, and again sort of captures, I think, the movie figure really well. It's not gone too far away from it, and it's still very recognizable as Alien, whilst being a Funko Pop as well, with the oversized head. And again, as with the Coca-Cola figure, the head moves, which is great. It means you can sort of put it in a few different stances as well, which is awesome. So there we go. That's the 3 Funko Pops that I've got most recently. I will be sort of keeping my eye out. I'm not, as I say, in the market for buying loads and loads of them, but if I see one I like, then I may well get one. I also have a couple behind me that don't really fit my collection, and perhaps were impulse purchases when I first started looking at Funko Pops, and I'll be looking to probably sell those on in the future so that I can reinvest the money back into the collection. I do keep an eye on the prices, and perhaps I'll do an update video of some of the sort of Funko Pops that I've got behind me and what they're roughly worth now. It'll be an interesting thing to see, just see whether they've gone up incredibly in value, or they're about the same price, or even some of them may have gone down in value. And that's the luck of collecting, which is why, as you see in my previous video, I say that collecting really should be something that you do for the love of it rather than for the money. It's not about the money for me, it's about collecting what I enjoy. Anyway, that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and I will see you again soon for another video. Take care for now. Bye bye.